Hey everybody, welcome to this week's product launch. Today we're getting ready for Earth Week and are talking all about eco products that are on the site, as well as some new items. So I'm wearing green. Here at Thea-Bel, I'm always super excited to get Earth Day products or eco products, recycled, upcycled. So we tend to have them come in all the time. So make sure you bookmark our link because I always update the collections as they come through. So first off, I'm going to start with a few new items. So we got some more of these reusable color changing cups from H&M Design. So these ones say Nurse Life, and we have a few different colors. So these are great. I really like them because they get rid of all of your disposable water bottles, and they're such a bright color, and they're nice and a good size, so you're not going to forget about them. With nurses in May, the Nurse Appreciation Week coming up, now is a great time to show your support for nurses, or if you are a nurse, advertise that fact. Keep this and keep your water consumption up while you're at the hospital working. So we have 3 colors of this one. And then we also have one of our coffee cups that say this. So if you are looking for a birthday gift for a nurse, these would be really fun with like a Tim Hortons gift card, or maybe some tea or something. We do have some tea on our site, so you could bundle some tea with it and have this, and it would be just a really nice gift for a nurse. So we have the coffee, so this is for hot liquid, and then we've got the other ones that just all fell over on the table. We also have another style of these ones here. This one says coffee, scrubs, and rubber gloves, and then hashtag Nurse Life. So again, really fun. We have the 2 colors. So great for nurses or buying yourself one. These are great to take instead of getting paper cups at all of your local places. You know, throw one of these in your car, and then if you do stop, you can use a reusable cup, or pick up a drink, make your own, save some money, even more earth friendly. We also have another, these ones, we have these in so many fun patterns. This is Groot in blue. I think we still have him in green as well. So there's lots of these in Disney princesses. So if you've got somebody who likes a specific character, these are a lot of fun. All right, so kind of going along with the kitchen theme, we have some dishcloths here. These ones are by Marlene Made. They're a 3-pack. There's a few other color choices available. So if you are still using paper towels, these can replace all of the disposables. They're great to have. They wash really nicely. We've got some hanging ones that you can use. So I love these. I think most people do use reusable dishcloths, but these are always just worth pointing out because they last a really long time and they're wonderful. So then we've got some lady pads. So these are by Magpie Pie. We have them in 3 different colors. They come in a set of 2. And they're really cute. You could put these in your bag, and they're kind of discreet, but they just open up, and they've got the pad, and they can clip right onto your underwear. Great for kind of low flow days or as a backup, and then they can just be washed. And again, I just love how kind of discreet they are. You know, you could have this in your purse and most people wouldn't really know what it was. And then they get rid of all of those disposable pads, which are filling up our landfill. These are just so nice. So we have, as I said, a couple different colors. They come in a 2-pack. You've probably heard me talk a bazillion times about our wax wraps because they are that good. As I hold it upside down so you can't read it. These are made by Busy Breeze wax wraps. And what I really love about them is how they're sourced. I don't know if I've talked about it a whole lot on this video or our video channel. But one of the things that I love the most about what Brie does is that she doesn't just go to a store and buy material. She actually sources her material from thrift stores, from clothing that has been, worn down, anything that's 100% cotton. And that's why you'll see some of the patterns. These are all just sourced material. That's why there's not a lot of really fun ones. I should say there is a lot of fun ones, but why you won't see like I don't know, Marvel characters or something like that. It's because she's taking that extra step. Instead of just going out and buying brand new material, she's finding material that would otherwise maybe end up in the landfills. And what I mean, there's so many things I should say. I'm using really and like a lot with this. But what's really nice about these ones is that because they're 100% cotton, when you've used your wax wraps up, you can just cut them up and put them in the compost bin. So there is, I mean, you're getting rid of cellophane 100%. If you go to my Instagram page, I have tagged lots of wax racks uses. They have the instructions on how to use them, and we have a few sizes. So this comes in with 2 small and 1 large. This is really good for snacks, and I really like the smaller size to fit over cups that the kids have had like 2 sips, and I'm going to bring it out at the next meal, but I don't want it to dump in the fridge. So we've got that size. We've got 1 large and 1 extra large. So this is really good for baking or covering leftovers, because you can kind of cover some of those larger items. If you're really not sure what to get, we have this one small, 1 medium, 1 large. So this is kind of gives you a variety of options to try out. And then we have our jumbo wrap, which is really good for like the bigger pans that maybe you want to cover, or if you're a bread maker, you can cover your loaf of bread or watermelon, big bowls of chips, anything like that. And I love them for picnics as we move into the picnic season, because they're a lot lighter. If you're hiking, you can take, one of these small wraps and put, like some dried fruits or some crackers or some cheese and wrap them up. And then they don't weigh as much as like a big glass container, or if you use plastic containers, they're a lot smaller. So then after you've eaten the food, you get like a tiny little, thin little wrap, as opposed to having to carry these big, huge containers or buy things in packaging, which is just awful when you're on a hike, because then you're carrying garbage around. These you wash them in the sink. They're really, and then hang them to dry, or, I put them over my knife block and they dry nice. And then I just store them in the drawer lying flat with my knives and stuff, my cutting boards, and they work really well. So if you have questions about these, I have been using them for a long time. Well, I guess ever since she joined, and I'm continually finding new uses for them. All right, so then we have some of our upcycled cards. Now these went fast. If you missed them, we only added them a couple weeks ago, and I'm down to 2 packs. So if you want some of these, get them. They're $7.50, and they come with 5 or 6 cards. And what these are is they're upcycled. So beautiful cards were LB Creations. So Lorna took them, and then she put new covers, new backs on them, whatever she needed to tidy them up. So some of them have a little bit of wear and tear on them, just because they're not new. They have been repurposed and, put new backing. So you can see there's just a little bit, but they look pretty brand new. And then she's just, taken this off and put it on a new card so that it's ready to go and can be reused. So make sure when you order these that because there's multiple options, that you are making sure that you're getting the one that you want. So you'll be able to see there's a number on each of the cards online. So make sure that when you order, that's the one that shows on your shopping cart, because that's the one I'm going to ship to you. So take a look at those. I don't think these will last too much longer. It looks like we've got thank you and kind of more general purpose. Like there's a camping one. How cute is that? So take a look. This is a really great way to get a bunch of handmade cards for relatively inexpensive, because they are on their second life. Okay, so then if you're shopping, we have these wonderful produce bags. These are made Magpie Pie again, as she did the lady pads as well. And what I really like about these is all of the fabric for these are sourced from the ends of, I think it said bolt ends. So it's material that would probably be garbage, and she's made them into produce bags. So there's a few different, color options here, and they come in little packs. I think it's packs of 4. You can see all the details online. These ones, because they're nice mesh, they work really well for all of the items that maybe are a little bit smaller that you don't want to fall out, and they're really lightweight, so they're not going to add weight to your item, but they can just be, you know, washed and reused, and you can leave them just in with your reusable shopping bags to take to the store. If you don't like this variety, or maybe you like this and then you like these ones as well. These ones are by Marlene Made. So there's a bunch of different colors for them, so they're great for the little bit of the bigger items. So you could take them to farmers markets and bring your apples, oranges, and these could be more for some of your, maybe your smaller, items. I don't know if they sell berries in loose quantities, but maybe like cherry tomatoes or something, smaller items that you wouldn't want maybe to fall out of these ones. But yeah, they have the nice drawstring, few different colors, and again, you can just throw them in to your bag, and they work great for bringing that produce home without bringing all that extra plastic into your house. Okay, so then I really want to talk about these. Where I am in Alberta, the day that I am recording this, it is snowing, even though it is April. So I figure that because it snows all the time in Canada, in Alberta, that I can talk about these wonderful mitts from Albie Creations. So we only have 3 pair left on the site, and what these are is they're made from recycled sweaters. So as you can imagine, these are super warm, they're luxurious. She's lined them with felt, or fleece. So when you put them on, they are so warm because you're getting the sweater on the outside and then the fleece lined on the inside. So if you're looking for something to keep your hands warm, these are perfect. They're a few patterns here, as you said, so you can see the nice sweater patterns on them. We've got the nice Canada one. And yeah, they fit me. They will fit, like I've got my hand all the way in, and I have pretty small hands, but if I was to wear it properly, there'd be some space here. So they're great they're unisex, and as long as you have kind of, I don't want to say normal hands, but like as long as your hands are kind of regular size, they'll fit you, and you can ask me questions if you want me to measure. I think all the measurements are online. So we only have the 3 of those left, so make sure you jump on them if you want them. They're great for throwing in your car, or having I don't know, with your ski stuff if you ski, because they are so warm, and they'll keep you nice and warm. Just because we talked about mittens, now we're going to talk camping. So I've got these reusable drink bags, but they also work for snacks. So I've talked about them before. So these are plastic, but they're reusable. So instead of, like, if you're one of those people, maybe you don't like wax wraps for whatever reason, maybe you haven't tried them, try the wax wraps. But if you're still using like Ziploc bags to pack your kids' snacks for school, this is a much better option. You can put a lot of snack or a little bit of snack in, and then it has a real nice seal on it, and then you just can hand wash them at the end of the day and refill them. And they are designed to hold drinks, so you know they're going to have a good seal. And I like these instead of juice boxes because my kids never finish a whole juice box. They'll start drinking it, and then I end up putting it in the fridge, and then they don't want it, and I end up throwing out a whole bunch of juice. So instead, what I could do is I could put a tiny little bit of juice in the bottom and then fill it with water, and then they're getting like a little bit of a taste with this. So this one says Happy Camper, but again, we've got all different kinds of ones. These would be great for birthday parties. And yeah, for camping, they're nice and thin, so you could throw them in instead of having to cart like, you know, a whole bunch of liquids. You could just put them in there and fill them with just about anything, wine, water, drinks. And yeah, they do come with a straw, and they're nice and thin. And then I think the last items that I have to talk about today are some of our reusable masks. So, you know, if you're not working in a hospital and you just need something to run errands, these are really great. So these ones are our Harry Potter ones. So I've got a Ravenclaw, and this one looks like a Hufflepuff. There's a whole bunch of them, just grabbed a couple of them to show you. So these ones go around the head, which are great because I'm hearing so many people behind the ears is really hurting. So these would remove that problem because they're going around the back of your head. They've got a nice wire here so that you can get a really nice fit. and they are, I believe these ones are 3 layers. You'd have to check on the description, but they do have some nice layers, and then you can wash them, which is great. And then it saves, I don't know about you, it's been so depressing for me to be walking around the neighborhood and seeing masks, just one-use masks all over the place, and it's so gross. And you know, obviously if you're working in a hospital or one of those, yes, you need to wear the disposable masks, but for the rest of us who are just running errands, unless we have huge health concerns, these are a better option, and we can just throw them in with our laundry. And then we do have just some regular ones. These are our fundraiser ones. We still have a couple left. 100% of the money goes towards the Calgary Food Bank, which I hear really could use some help just with all of the people claiming food. So as always, we get in items all the time. So bookmark if you like this collection. I'll put the links in our blog post for this week. If you're not subscribed to our newsletter, subscribe. And on social media, I'm going to be showing the new items paired on how you can make some gift ideas. So if you've got somebody who's an eco warrior in your life, and maybe they've got a birthday or a graduation, or just you want to send them something to let them know you're thinking of you, I'll make some suggestions on pairings on how you could pair items together so that you're getting them something that they will really like that is a complete gift. So tune back next week. I should talk about next week's launch. It's going to be a little bit different in the fact that we're doing a silent auction raising money for the Kidney Foundation. So all the items that I talk about in next week's video will be going on a silent auction. And again, 100% of the money is being donated. There's no admin charge. Everything's going to the Kidney Foundation. And we're running it through Facebook. So make sure you're following us and that you've joined that group, because I will be doing more of a sneak peek video. And then if you do want any of the items, you will have to bid on them, because that is how we're doing it, and I want to raise a lot of money. So please share the word and make sure you're subscribed to our newsletter so you don't miss when that auction starts. But have a great day, everyone. Stay warm because it's miserable here in Alberta. Have a great day. Bye.